What is up, YouTube? That's here, bringing you guys another episode of In a Twinjet. We are playing with a brand new team. It's going to be a somewhat Lilligant Torkoal team with Oranguru, with Gyarados, with Incineroar, and Choice Scarf Tapu Bulu. At first glance, this team looks similar to how I used to play Lilligant Torkoal back in the day. It still has some of the same remnants of that team. It has the Focus Sash on the Lilligant, it has the Eject button on the Torkoal, but the Oranguru changes up the team slightly. It makes it look a lot more like a standard Lilligant Torkoal team. It looks like I'm just going to go protect Trick Room and then instruct those big eruptions all day, and I definitely can do that, but I can also go with things like Incineroar. Incineroar goes for Fake Out, and Gyarados, just goes for Dragon Dance, and I tear people up with a Life Orb Gyarados. I don't really want to use the Water EMZ because I want to use that Incinium Z really well, and then also Choice Scarf Tapu Bulu. It makes the power of Lilligant's Leaf Storm really big. I can always switch in Tapu Bulu for Torkoal and go for a Grassy Terrain boosted Leaf Storm on things like Garchomp, and that's really, really good for Lilligant. So hopefully, we make some plays. One thing I do want to note is that when I was looking at this team, when I was building it, I realized that Oranguru and Incineroar had the same exact speed, so I'm probably not going to be instructing Incineroar too often. So I just want to throw that out there because like a weird speed tie situation could happen, and I don't know if that's really the correct play. Unless like I want to instruct the move Incineroar used last turn and then have Incineroar change its move. That'd be pretty cool, but I don't know if it'll work. So hopefully, we can have some good games. I'm going to hop right into it. Let's see if we can win some. Alright, so our first game is going to be going up against Arcanine, Garchomp, Kartana, Koko, Snorlax, Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz has been a huge pain in my side for a good long while. I really have started to see just a huge rise in Mandibuzz, and I think my team can really deal with this. Like, what does this team really have to do against, like, Oranguru Torkoal, or just, like, Lilligant Torkoal? Like, what does this team actually have against Lilligant Torkoal? It can set up its own Tailwind, but if I were to lead Oranguru, I guess if they have Tailwind and Whirlwind on the Mandibuzz, we have to then know Mandibuzz is coming. So the correct play here would be to go Incineroar or Oranguru to just fake out the Mandibuzz and set up a Trick Room. And then they're pretty boned. So we'll go Incineroar or Oranguru. Since we're going with that play, we might as well bring the Torkoal. And then the last Pokemon, we still got 39 seconds. I don't really like the Bulu as much as I should here, I don't think. I'd like to bring the Lilligant here, but just it's the Kartana that's a problem. Also the Arcanine. So I don't want to bring Bulu, don't want to bring Lilligant. I should probably bring Gyarados then. Gyarados, if it gets a Dragon Dance off, is faster than the Koko and has one-shot potential. So I guess I'll bring the Gyarados, but let it be known that I don't really like it. Gyarados is also pretty good here. I can switch it in to block a Tech Rage or something from Garchomp. So that's what I'm going for here. Hopefully it's going to work. I'm not super confident. This is the first game that we're playing with this team. But I think I should be able to get my Trick Room up. I just don't really know if Trick Room is the correct route to win this game. We have to assume the Mandibuzz is going to be the lead. But like, let's say that they lead Mandibuzz Koko, which I think is still just a good lead. You know, like Electric Seeds, and there's potential for taunts on either of those Pokemon. I don't really know which one they're going to be throwing out at me. So we see Arcanine, Garchomp. I guess this is okay. Who do I fake out? I mean, if I fake out the Arcanine to stop a Roar, he can just Tech Rage my Incineroar, which is technically fine, I guess. I guess? I'll do it. Yeah, I'll fake out the Arcanine. I kind of want the Trick Room up. Why is he just letting me get Trick Room up? I don't understand. Like, how is this the lead to stop Lilligant Torkoal? If I was going to lead Lilligant Torkoal. I don't know, we'll see. I hope he just Tech Raged my Oranguru. He won't be able to kill it. Yeah, so we're fake outing the Arcanine, and the reason we're doing this, we're going to see when things flinch. We're going to see when Arcanine flinches, because I want to know if it's a Roar Arcanine or not. I should probably be stopping the Garchomp, but hey, this is still fine. So, Fake Out's going to come in onto the Arcanine. We're going to see if Arcanine flinches before my Trick Room. He's going for the Tech Rage. Hey, so he's just going to KO the Incineroar, which, remember, like I said, that was completely fine. I really had no problems with that. And we'll see what he's going for. Unless he's hitting the Oranguru, which is also fine because he won't be able to KO it. So he's going for a big Tech Rage. Let's see what he's hitting. He's hitting Oranguru. He's not going to be able to KO this guy. Nah, I don't think so. I really don't think he's going to be able to KO me unless he crits. And, I'm a 2. Yeah, I live. I can't believe I lived. And Arcanine did flinch before. Actually, Arcanine's just faster, so it didn't really matter. But hey, I get my Trick Room up. Not bad. Not bad. So what we're going to do here then is I'm at -1 there. I think I might just switch in Gyarados. No, that's not good. Like, I could blow a Z move, I guess, but I don't really want to. I think I'll Darkest Lariat the Garchomp once and just protect with my Oranguru. And that way, there's always going to be something for Oranguru to instruct if it wants to instruct, because it would be instructing the Darkest Lariat again. I think that's a pretty good play. Yeah, I think that's safe. And it looks like his Arcanine's most likely going to protect. I want to scout if he has E-Speed. This covers pretty much all those bases here. So I think this is a pretty safe play. It forces his Arcanine to protect if he doesn't want to eat an Earthquake. Unless he just doesn't want to attack my Incineroar, which is completely fine. So Oranguru's going to protect here. And we're going to see what Garchomp's really going for. Arcanine's protecting. Looks like he's going with the Earthquake here. Incineroar should be able to eat one Earthquake, maybe. Even if it doesn't, I just come in with Torkoal, and then, you know, I now have the damage to take out the Chomp with 2 Eruptions. That's the correct play. So Rough Skin, hey, it's not the end of the world. So we take Rough Skin damage. Do we actually go down to Earthquake? I mean, if we did, I don't really see it being the end of the world here. Alright, Oranguru's not taking that damage. Let's see how much damage Incineroar takes. Yeah, Incineroar is pretty bulky even without an Intimidate user on its team. Alright, yeah, that Z move wouldn't KO the Garchomp, but if I went for if I went for the Z move and a second Darkest Lariat, that would be enough to take it out. So if I go for the Moonsault on Garchomp, I don't know if the Moonsault makes me take Rough Skin damage, but either way I'll still live. And we instruct Incineroar, so that would mean I want to say what this makes me do is Darkest Lariat and Moonsault onto the Garchomp, and that should be enough to take out the Garchomp. And you may think that I'm really tunneling on Garchomp, and I am a little bit, but I really just don't know how Arcanine gets in on this. So yeah, Arcanine's withdrawing. Like, Arcanine legit isn't getting everything done. Arcanine's pretty good, but I mean, it's not winning the game for him. It's mitigating damage, but it's not dealing a lot of damage. So yeah, I'm going for the Instruct. So this should make me use Darkest Lariat, because that was the last move that I used, right? There we go, Darkest Lariat gets used. And then I'm gonna live, and then I'll be able to use my Z move. And the Z move should be able to take out the Garchomp. Cool. Alright. Everything's working? Alright, it works. Alright, so Garchomp went down. We got the crit, even though we didn't need it. Oh, come on. I didn't even know that made contact. Oh, dang. That's lame. That's so lame that doesn't make contact. Alright, what actually doesn't make contact that should? There is a Z move that feels like it would make contact, but it doesn't. It doesn't matter. We're still just going to send out the Torkoal. Alright, I think we're in a really good spot. We just have to play this. We have to get the Coco off the board, because once we get Coco off the board, it's going to be a lot easier to use of Gyarados. I'm trying to remember that Z move that I really thought would make contact that doesn't. Is it Bloom Doom? I think it might be. No, it's All Out Pummeling. I don't think All Out Pummeling makes contact. I tried to Rough Skin it one time and it didn't work. Oh my gosh, he brought the Kartana, Craigasm. Okay. Alright, I want to see how much turns I have to Trick Room. Because Oranguru, let's be real, Oranguru's not going to be able to live this up another one. We have 2 turns, so he's going to double protect here. So we're just going to go for the Eruption, and we're just going to go for the Instruct. He's going to double protect, but then something has to eat that big damage. They have to eat it one time. And there's like no way that he wins the game with just an Arcanine, or just a Coco, or just a Kartana. Yeah, he's withdrawing Kartana, so Arcanine is actually going to have to eat it potentially twice. He's going to have to potentially eat it twice. And I would love to get this, like, getting the Coco off the board almost assures my victory with Gyarados, I think. So, but we'll see, We're still bobbing and weaving here. Arcanine has to eat 2 Eruptions. Has to eat 2 of them. So we'll see. I don't think he can. Like 2 plus potentially a third. Look at the damage! Don't you bury me? Don't you bury me? Oh, fuck you, bury me. And I got the lucky crit too. Is that a Citrus though? I can always respect Citrus on things. Like legit, I can always respect it because I think Citrus is really good. So we're gonna go for this. We got a second Eruption off. So that means Coco's going to be taking that big damage too. Arcanine is most likely going to be protecting next turn. Let's be completely real. Arcanine's going to be protecting. If Coco has a Sash, that's a problem. But I really think the Sash is on the Tana. Torkoal is going to heat, or Eruption, right? But then does Oranguru have to stay in and deal with this? Like, what is Oranguru good for here? trying to think. Should I just leave the Oranguru in? I'll keep it in. It's fine. I'll go for the instruct play. Do it one more time. I wanna make sure that Coco goes down so I can start using Gyarados. If that's like a Sash Coco, you know, that'd be a really big problem. This is the last turn of Trick Room. Like I said, I'm not gonna be able to get a second one of these up, but he's gonna be left with just like Kartana. Oh my gosh, his Arcanine didn't protect. Why though? But why though? Like, and it is Sash Coco. Oh my gosh, it's such a good play to go for the instruct. Maybe he thought I wouldn't, but I can't believe that he just left Sash. That means it must be Scarf Tana or Z-Move Tana or something like that. Like, the Sash should always be on the Kartana if you have a Coco on your team. That's just the standard play, I guess. But we get a crit on the last hit, even though we didn't need it. And it's Kartana versus the world. The dimensions return back to normal, but there's no way a Kartana gets in on this. I think is he just going to DC? Well, I wouldn't even be surprised because he got bodied. So let's see. The correct play here is just to KO the Torkoal. And it's funny, my Torkoal actually has an eject button. So like if he hits it, I'll die. Am I actually going to eject? No. I mean, I want to start mixing in Protect and like instructing Protect to block stuff like mid-turn, but I don't really know if I should just Trick Room here. I'll just do this. Fuck it. There's no reason not to. He doesn't have a Sash. He's just probably going to forfeit. Let's see if he hits the Oranguru, though. I mean, he would want to stop the Trick Room again, but my Gyarados is the last one on the back, and I don't want to send it out just yet. We're waiting on them, though. Yeah, I just went for the Eruption. If he hits the Torkoal, he hits the Torkoal. But like I said, I have an eject button. He's going for Leaf Blade, I get blocked. Oh, he's hitting the Torkoal with a Leaf Blade! Fuck, I have to send Gyarados out, I don't want to! No! Ah, damn it. I mean, it didn't really matter why I used Oranguru then. What am I going to do? Psychic the Tana? Alright, so we send the Gyarados in. Can't believe you Leaf Bladed my Torkoal, man. Why would you Leaf Blade the Torkoal? You think it's going to do damage? Alright, we'll let him KO the Oranguru then. Alright. He's going to KO Oranguru this turn. What if I instruct my Gyarados and just get 2 Dragon Dances off wall? I'll just Psychic it, it's fine. I should have Psychic last turn, it's a misplay. That's a misplay, but that's still me trying to, like, warn the team, I guess. And remember, we're trying to wait out the sun. That's what we're really trying to do. So we can start using Waterfall. Actually, I'm probably just going to Earthquake if I can. Technically, Oranguru has Telepathy. I could just spam Earthquake right now. But we're waiting on them, you know. The person's taking the full timer. Maybe they already put their DS down and they're defaulted into Leaf Blade. I wouldn't be surprised, because they're taking the full timer. Oh my god, and he crit. Is that a crit? Yeah. Crit-a-reno. And we get the DD off. Alright, next turn we're going to go for that big play. Alright, so I want to see how this works. Right? So if I protect with Gyarados, right? If I protect with Gyarados this turn, and now does that work? I'm trying to make it so I instruct like protect after I've already like blocked attacks, but it's not gonna work. That shit doesn't work. We'll just Earthquake and Psychic again. And if he hits the Oranguru for some reason, then we just kind of bring in Torkoal and we win. It looks like he's Scarfed though. This guy's totally Scarfed. And he's just refusing to admit defeat to Torkoal Oranguru. But that's cool. You know, we take these Soul shows here. I mean, it's pretty obvious it's a Scarf Tana. And we're going to see that it's Scarfed after this turn after it's faster than my Gyarados. We're just going to see that it's Scarfed. Oh, it's not. Alright, well, what the fuck item do you have? What item do you possibly have? That's big damage. I'm not even going to lie. That's an Orb to Forgot Wall. Oh, wow. Alright. He's going to be a +1. Yeah, +1 Tana. He crit me. I probably Scope Lens. He's crit twice. He's crit 2 times. And he's back at neutral. The sunlight is faded just in time for Torkoal to come back. Can Torkoal win the game? Or am I going to get crit by some crazy all-out pummeling Z move that's at neutral? Only time will tell. Here we go. Torkoal versus Kartana. I can't believe he even brought the Kartana, to be completely realistic. Actually, I should probably be protecting here to block a Z move. But I think he would have used the Z move already. I really think it's Scope Lens. I really think it's Scope Lens, because it's crit with 2 or 3. I even think that first one was a crit on my Torkoal. Because Torkoal shouldn't be taking that much damage from a Leaf Blade, but it is what it is. Yeah, probably bringing Gyarados probably wasn't a good idea here. If I would have brought any other Pokemon, I wouldn't have even had to go for that weird whole scenario where I had to bring in Gyarados in the first place. I would have just been able to protect with Torkoal, try and do something with Oranguru, let it die, then bring out something else, and then have 2 Pokemon at the same time. But like Gyarados really clashes with Torkoal in a lot of scenarios when they're both on the board. They do completely opposite things. Like Gyarados has Earthquake and Waterfall, and he's going for the Leaf Blade. Let's see that crit. Let's see it. And he looks like he doesn't get it, and it wouldn't even have mattered if he did, because Eruption hits home and takes out the Kartana, winning me game 1 for today. Pretty good. I actually really like this team. I like the way Oranguru played. I can't believe that person didn't protect with their Arcanine the one turn that really mattered. The last turn of my Trick Room. Crazy. But yeah, we take those. Let's see if we can win some more. Alright, so we're going up against a 1741 guy from, I think he was from Italy, but he has a Muck, Arcanine, Ninetales, Porygon, Garchomp, Kartana. Very, very solid team. I expect probably either a Scope Lens or some sort of Z move, maybe even a Scarf on the Kartana. So, how do we want to win this? Actually, I think we can. I really like the Bulu here, and it doesn't look like it's good, but I do like it. What's good here is I can bring Lilligant. It's really good because he doesn't really have, let's think, he doesn't really have Tapu control. He has some form of weather control that's not really good. So what if I went Lily Torkoal, Lilligant Torkoal's really, really solid, and then Oranguru, because I like Oranguru here, and then Incineroar. Is that my play? Is Incineroar really good here? Incineroar's okay. If I get the Trick Room up, I'm really planning on getting it up. I'm planning on Torkoal, Lilligant, like hanging on the board for a while, eventually losing the Lilligant or forcing it to switch out if I think he's going to switch in Ninetales so I can preserve my Sash. So we'll see what's happening here. Lilligant Torkoal's pretty good against like, I mean pretty much everything. Worst case scenario, he leads like Garchomp and something. Like Garchomp Arcanine I think would be a problem here. So Muck P2, hey, we'll fight your Trick Room. I literally have no problem fighting your Trick Room. I have absolutely no problems with bodying your Trick Room team, good sir. Alright, so there's that. He's a special attack. I'm thinking about just protecting with my Torkoal and sleep powdering the Muck. And just letting him Trick Room. And you maybe think, who protects with Torkoal against this? But I mean, I don't have to. I can just do what I want. And he kills the Lilligant somehow. Like I miss a sleep powder, he doubles up into that, or whatever. I just send out Oranguru and I'll be fine. So protecting with Torkoal, sleep powder, hits on the Muck. Those are things that I take. And I think the Muck is the big priority target here because, like I said, I want him to Trick Room. That's something that I want. And let's see if he's Trick Rooming. We will see. Try attack. Blocked. Blocked. Alright, so then I guess I can just sleep out of the Porygon and try and start go for Eruptions now because, you know, we have the freedom to do that. We've been given the right of way, rite of passage into a whole new world of just, we win with this lead against Trick Room. I mean, we're getting a little lucky. We've hit 2 sleep powders, but I mean, I made a pretty good turn 1 play. Like, I read him trying to do big damage to Torkoal, and yeah, I'm getting what I want for it. So we're going to get a free Eruption off. And then if we actually want to next turn, we can actually go for a Leaf Storm and an Eruption if that's enough damage to take out what we want to take out. Ooh, Muck has no berry. Muck has no berry. I think what I'm going to actually do is Eruption again, and I'm going to After You at this turn because I want to take out the Muck. And the Muck has been asleep for 2 turns, so Muck is most likely going to wake up this turn. So we're going to After You, because that would take out the Muck for sure. Porygon, it would be really cool if we had a 2-turn sleep, at least on the Porygon, so we could take that guy out next turn. I think if he had the Ninetales, he would have switched in already. Let's be real. So Muck tried to go for a Protect that turn. And we're after Ewing because, you know, I don't want to lose my Torkoal here. So Torkoal is going to go for Eruption. We are going to be able to KO the Muck. We're going to get big damage off on Porygon. And remember, if Porygon just wakes up in Trick Rooms, we're faster than he is. So, well, slower. So, yeah, hey, we're going to be able to take out the Porygon most likely as well. So Porygon most likely going on next turn unless Ninetales comes out. But even if Ninetales comes out, actually if Ninetales comes out, I have to leave Storm it. Let's see Ninetales. Oh, it's Arcanine? That's fine. There's two ways I can do this. I can Sleep Powder. I really don't think he's hitting my Torkoal, right? I really don't think that Torkoal is the target you hit with an Arcanine. I think you're going to be Flare Blitzing my Lilligant. So we're just going to go for another Eruption, and we're just going to go for a Sleep Powder on the Arcanine. Now, I really hope that he's just not attacking my Torkoal because I have an Eject button. So I missed one. Hey, it's completely fair. Don't hit my Torkoal. Don't hit my Torkoal, just hit my Lilligant. Just hit the Lilligant. Thank God. Alright, cool. Everything... Well, he's probably going to wake up with the Porygon, right? Maybe I should have after you'd. Maybe I should have after you'd. Maybe. Nope. 3-turn sleep on the Porygon. Those are things that I take. I wonder if he actually tried to Trick Room me that turn. It'd be kind of funny, wouldn't it? So yeah, Porygon's going to go down. We have a 4-2 lead right now. He most likely has E-Speed in the back, right? Most likely has the big E-Speed. But we'll see. We will definitely see. I would force it. I would force the E-Speed because then I could just bring an Oranguru, set up a Trick Room, and win. Oh my gosh, he has Garchomp. Okay, what do I got? What do I have in the back? I have Incineroar and Oranguru. Okay, that's actually pretty good for me. I think if I just protect with Torkoal then, and just go for, just try and Sleep Powder the Garchomp, I think that's probably best for me. I mean, after you would give me what I want to, but hey, a Sleep Powder on Garchomp would be just as good. So Torkoal's going to go for a Protect. It's not the best play in the world, but it is what it is. And if he has E-Speed, he has E-Speed. Yeah, it's literally fine with me. Alright, so that's going to happen. Oh, and he has the Tech Rage. That actually sucks. That's really, really bad. That's not good for me. Fuck. I have a whole team of Pokemon that just kind of die. Alright, what the hell? How do I win here? Alright, I have to send Oranguru out, I think. And I don't want to. Fuck, that's gonna switch me out with the eject button too. Actually, that's actually good. That's actually good. This is good. This is a good thing. Alright, so Torkoal's gonna eject button out, right? It's gonna let me come in with Incineroar and Oranguru. It's gonna guarantee my Trick Room. So yeah, we get to bring in Incineroar. And we get to bring in Oranguru. The Sunlight fades. That's technically good for me too, because it means Oranguru takes less damage from Flare Blitz. The only bad thing here is if that Arcanine's packing a close combat, and we've seen Extreme Speed, which means he's probably some sort of offensive set, which means there's a high probability that he has close combat, because people are doing that now. We're just going to fake out the Garchomp, right, and we're just going to go for a Trick Room. I have to Trick Room at this point, you know, there's nothing else I can really do. So we'll see. Gotta get the Garchomp off the board. The Garchomp is priority target, I think. So we're going for Fake Out. I know we're taking Fake Out damage, we're taking Rough Skin damage, but look at that damage. I always seem to crit the Fake Out. It's big damage. I'm not even going to lie, it's big. Flinches the Garchomp. He goes for a Flare Blitz on Guru, but I don't think he'll kill it. Like, I really don't. He'd have to super crit me to KO. Like, Oranguru is pretty bulky. Look at that damage onto the Arcanine. Of course he's going to Super Berry himself. I was going to say, I didn't want to actually hit him any lower than what he was at. He was at the perfect range, but I'm also going to Citrus. So we'll see. I think I can actually live through another attack from the Arcanine if I had to. But Trick Room is going to happen. So now I think I'm going to Z-move into the Garchomp and Psychic. I think that is enough to take it out. And once we take out the Garchomp, I think we're going to be able to win. So we're going to go for the Malicious Moonsault up onto the Garchomp. It usually does like at least 50 or 60%. And then Psychic should be enough to take it out. I mean, if he protects, that's a good play. Arcanine's protecting. Looks like he's going for that big EQ play. Let's see if he's just double protecting to block Z moves. Alright, so we take out the Garchomp with just the Moonsault. I love it. I mean, it redirects our Psychic into Oranguru, but that doesn't really matter. So yeah, next turn, you know, we pretty much just win here. You know, like, Arcanine can try its best, but it's not going to be able to win from here. And this is why I like Incineroar over Arcanine, because I guess Arcanine technically can have close combat. You just don't see it that often. But Incineroars always have Darkest Lariat and that big Z move, and it's just good versus Arcanine. So we managed to take out a very, very high-rated player through the use of Lilligant Torkoal, a team that a lot of people have started to sleep on. They've stopped bringing things to check Lilligant Torkoal, and it's the time to use it if you're going to use it. So let me know what you guys think about the team. Let me know if you guys know any ways I could tweak it in the comments below. Hope you guys like it, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.